We were impressed with the Ukrainian fighter pilots from the very outset. They don't get a lot of flying hours, but they are very good. I'm not surprised at all that they are doing as well as they are against the Russian Air Force, says Jonathan Jersey Bird, a recently retired U.S. F-15 Sea Eagle pilot who was laterally the chief of exercises and plans with the California Air National Guard's 144th Fighter Wing, based in Fresno. It's amazing to see how well they are doing, but I'm not surprised. When the Wing's F-15 Sea Eagles landed in Ukraine for the first time, with Clear Sky 2018 becoming the first ever joint multinational exercise hosted by Ukraine and sponsored by U.S. forces in Europe. We have taken massive steps to reach interoperability during this exercise, commented Major Gen Clay Garrison, the then California A&G commander and Clear Sky exercise director during the exercise. Clear Sky is leaps and bounds more comprehensive and extensive than our last air-centric exercise. Over a month into the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and despite the overwhelming numerical and technological advantage Russia's Air Force holds, the skies over Ukraine remain contested. Ukraine's ground-based air defenses and its fighter pilots and support crews have ensured that Russia does not have air dominance, and that it seemingly cannot operate at times and locations of its choosing. While it's difficult to clearly establish exactly what's happening in the air war, the Ukrainian Air Force is still operating and inflicting critical losses on Russia's forces. Ukraine's pilots are now talking openly to the world's media, and while some details of their actions rightly remain shrouded in operational secrecy, their bravery and skills have delivered significant blows against their invaders. Few truly appreciate and understand the capabilities of Ukraine's tactical jet aviators as well as pilots like Jersey, who has flown alongside them in training exercises in Ukraine. The California National Guard has enjoyed a close working relationship with Ukraine's military and the Ukraine National Guard since 1993 under the State Partnership Program, which is dedicated to building global relationships and now includes 85 partnerships with 93 nations. Ukraine became a charter member of the U.S. National Guard Bureau's program along with Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, Estonia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, North Macedonia, Poland, Romania, Slovakia, and Slovenia. Each country was paired with a state, and so began Ukraine's close relations with California's Air National Guard. I don't know how the National Guard Bureau decided on the pairings, but we were lucky in the California Air National Guard to have a state partner that was strategically important, and that was Ukraine, explains Jersey. In the summer of 2011, right before I joined the California Guard, the 144th Fighter Wing was still flying F-16s, and it had a groundbreaking exercise at Mirgorod Air Base in Ukraine called Safe Skies 2011. The exercise saw airmen in 7 F-16s from units in Alabama, California, Iowa, Washington, and Massachusetts fly alongside Ukraine's MiG-29s and Su-27s with an overall goal of promoting and enhancing multinational cooperation in an effort to promote airspace security. Ukraine asked us to come here and bring this exercise to them, Garrison said at the time. NATO is the gold standard for security cooperation across the world because we have rules to ensure a high level of safety and realism while training together. Ukraine knows the only way they can be interoperable with NATO is to train to that standard, which is exactly what we are working towards and accomplishing with this exercise. We did plenty of BFM with our F-15Cs against their MiG-29s and Su-27s, and to be honest, we could tell instantly that their pilots were very good. They are very tactically inventive and know their airframes and also understand what they are lacking. I mean, they fly old jets. Our F-15s, for example, are old airframes, but they have been constantly upgraded with new avionics. There's more resolve on the Ukrainian side. I've been to the country more times than I can remember, and it's obvious to me. But I don't think everyone realizes how much these people love their country, how patriotic they are. I draw parallels with the Battle of Britain and people defending their homes and homeland. I was so impressed with the Ukrainian Air Force's ability to rapidly move and change aircraft locations to deny easy kills in the initial wave of attacks. They mobilized and made it challenging to find their aircraft. Russia expected to destroy most of their aircraft on the ground in the first attacks, but that didn't happen. The Ukrainian pilots are sticking and moving, hitting where they need to hit. This is the Revolutionary War where somebody is wearing red out in the field and they are hiding in the trees and shooting from cover. That's what this battle is about. Without going into too much detail, I am confident that the Ukrainian Air Force is planning its every move very carefully, combining ground-based air defense systems and fighters. When we started working with Ukraine, we were the tactical experts. I've been in missions with complexity that they initially couldn't fathom. I've trained in fighters my whole career, but there's no substitute for actual combat operations. These guys are the undoubted experts now. People ask me, is there a ghost of Kiev? I tell them that these pilots are all ghosts of Kiev. What is a ghost? It decides when it appears you can't harm it, and it scares the crap out of you, right? These heroic pilots are all ghosts. They are deciding when and where they will make their appearance.